Yeah,
Yeah,
for ill.
for real, for real.
My coach.
My coach, trying to light it
Yeah. Whew. Burn it up, burn it up, burn it up. Keep small in my lamp. You brothers too cool, better warm it up. Put your feelings in the clown. We come together, you know it up. Say shalom to the champs. Yahuwah, my Midas and honor. Keeping my enemies under. Every day, y'all, I'm learning. Fall down, call it learning. Life always confirming everything that I'm learning. Burn it up, burn it up, burn it up. Keep small in the lamp. We come together, you know it up. Say shalom to the champs. Head first about the righteous. Professional with a license. Keep the lamp full of oil. Temperature on broad. Keep it burning, that's a law. It's operation, no flaw. My own well where I drop. It's brew life standing top. Only putting out the max. One word I hate is relax. A wink of sleep is enough. This serious look, not a bluff. I can't deal with brothers being soft. Hey, if you don't know the answer, cover mouth like a cough. Everybody got the truth, but nobody wanna do. Should be harmless as a dove, but they wanna play a brute. Strongholds knock them loose. Yahuwah always give a boost. If you're bound to a cruise, we can never make a truce. Signing trees ain't allowed. Brothers hungry for a crowd, never hungry for the scripts. So I cut them at the hilt. I can't spare ticks to these ducks. Tell them right, that's enough. Let the spirit burn them up. Burn it up, burn it up, burn it up. Keep small in my lamp. You brothers too cool, better warm it up. Put your feelings in the clown. We come together, you know it up. Say shalom to the champs. Yahuwah, my Midas and honor. Keeping my enemies under. Every day, y'all, I'm learning. Fall down, call it learning. Life always confirming everything that I'm learning. Burn it up, burn it up, burn it up. Keep small in the lamp. We come together, you know it up. Say shalom to the champ.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. It's Michael Israel. You're watching Spiritual Combat. And as you can tell, we got a good show in store for you today. Title of this show is Using the Bible to Change. So basically what I'm be going through is how to actually use the Bible effectively to, bring meaningful change into your life, whether you're struggling with addictions, with like some deep-seated stuff that whether it's stuff that you don't even know that you got going on in your life. You can't figure out why you're not feeling right, or there's little hints and symptoms and you're not even sure what they are. Well, in this lesson, I'm gonna be covering that, some methods and strategies, whatever you want to call it, just some basic ways you can use the book. Now, just right off the bat, right off rip, I always tell people, because it's not complicated. All you have to do is go in the book of Proverbs, studying in books like that to kind of identify areas that might be an issue. You know what I'm saying? If you're actively under spiritual attack, you definitely want to be in the book of Psalms. You know what I'm saying? So that's just right off the rip. But what we're going to do first is I want to say shalom to everybody tuning in over there on Facebook. Shalom, Brother Reginald Barkis. Good to see you. Good morning to you also. And shalom to Road to Quadesh. Shalom. Good to see y'all over there on Facebook. Shalom, Sister Lena. It was awesome meeting you and your husband this Shabbat. It was real busy, I didn't get time to really chop it up with your husband like I wanted to. Y'all willing, we'll be able to do it this next one. Like I said, Elder Rufus was down here, and I wanted to, just use that time. He's a busy man, so I just wanted to take full advantage of, being up under him and just getting all that understanding that he poured in, and his wife, Jennifer, she poured in a lot with Sister Koya because, you know, this thing, it's a lot, man. It ain't no easy task putting all this stuff together. I'm learning a lot, but it's a process. Shalom, brother Michael. Good to see you on there, brother. Shalom. Brother Michael Johnson. Your brother. You know, he was in the Shabbat. I still need to give him his shirts back. Sister Coy she got a new sewing machine, so she'll be, if she hasn't already, she'll have all them fringes sewed on for him. Let's see. Of course, Coy in there. Shalom, Brother Ray. Good to see you in there. Brother Joshua. Shalom. Brother Ken. Shalom. Brother Chevy. Shalom. All right. So what we're going to do real quick, we're going to just go through a couple current events, then we're going to get into the lesson. And I'm going to continue to do this at the beginning of shows to show y'all all the crazy stuff going on out here, okay? And first thing we're going to start with, and something I've been saying, man, folks is losing their minds. When I say losing their minds, people becoming demonically possessed and just getting taken over by demons, okay? So the first one we're going to get into here is right here. These people are just doing anything. Man strikes New York State trooper in head with axe, is shot dead. You know, these types of behaviors, man, people got spirits taking them over, okay? They got these spirits in them, and they're just taking these people over. All right? Now look at this. Again. Private school founder pleads guilty to human trafficking. Okay? This human trafficking thing is, it's hitting a new level, man. It's like, because I gave Koya this morning a brief, you know, because right up the street from right here where I live at, 2 kids got kidnapped. Yep, a couple days ago, got kidnapped off some housing place up here, and I told her, and she called me when she had left for work. And I told her again, when you get out that car, make sure you got that thing ready to deploy. Any, weaponry ready to deploy. I'm very much in a military mindset with the way I'm moving now. And you do it enough, you just become comfortable with it. Comfortable being in the military mindset, just like an everyday thing. You got to get in the habit of being that way because, folks, this nation's under demonic attack. It has succumbed. They've and a lot of this stuff you're seeing is people just full of demons. Everybody, and a lot of what you see out here is a lot of people getting deceived and delighted by the glitz, the surface level glitz and glamour of this demonic culture, Babylonian culture. It's a polished turd, and a lot of people like the fact that it's shiny. So that's why they'll come into something like this, then they'll run back out there to that. Because they're not seeing. They just see shiny stuff. But hey, polished turds shine. But it's still boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? Y'all quiet now. Got the kids here, they doing their homework. Or homeschool work. Alright. So let's see. Just a quick back about all. Alright, so anyway, let's see. Again. So yeah, man, and I gotta say it again. It's like Pastor Dow. He been pushing this a while, but after being under Straightway Ministry just for a quick minute, I have my kids out of school, and it's a blessing. Who gives a damn about the financial hit or anything else you take when all this crazy crap's going on? Again, private school founder, pleads guilty to human trafficking. All right, look at this. I'm going to go to the next thing. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to this one because they're putting up... all right. Okay, I see who this one. All right. So hold on, we're going to bring this one up. All right. Again, more craziness, crazy behaviors. So-called crazy, I call it demonic. It says, California man arrested after posting videos online of mass shooting practice. So what this dude was doing was he was planning on, getting in like a window and picking people off like that dude did out there in Vegas. Okay? So that's what he was planning on doing. These folks, that's spirits on these folks. You know what I'm saying? These people losing their minds. All right? So let's move forward. It says, Warren police officer claims other officers are slow to back her up at crime scenes because of race. No damn kidding. I mean, okay, go get another career. Get married and get on some land. I mean, no damn kidding. It's like this the Most High trying to wake him or her up and tell you, look, they don't like you. You're in the wrong career. Says officer sues police department for racist and dangerous work environment. That's like suing the KKK for not liking black people. Come on. We got to wake the hell up and stop being so damn stupid. All right? I mean, this has been going on for years. All right? But again, I'm telling you, when you ain't in the truth, you make a fool out of yourself. All right, let's move forward. All right, because we got a lot to cover. This is gonna be very edifying. All right, we're gonna hit some deep stuff today, but it's gonna be very simple. All right, so look at this. Gunfire interrupts holiday shopping at Cumberland Mall in Atlanta. Okay? See that? And that's the thing, man. These people I'm telling you, especially in this season, man, spirits be coming over these folks, man. It's dangerous to be out around. It's dangerous to be out in the general public right now. It's especially in this dead season. You know what I'm saying? The key, I think one of the main keys of getting through this dead season is staying busy doing the Most High's work. Then Satan ain't got time to creep in. But if you watching the polished turd that they call American culture and society, if you watching that crap and you taking all that stuff in, you're going to get swept off. You're going to get deaded in the dead season, okay? If you chasing after their stuff, all right? So let's move forward. Let's see what else we got. All right, here we go. I need to put this one. Okay, it says, what we got here? Okay, I think y'all kind of know this one. I don't know. Let me see if I can fit this on. It says Trump supporters declare the official Civil War II as soon as Trump is impeached. Okay? All right? This how they talking. Look, I got some extreme far right people at my place of employment, and I kind of see that spirit on them too. You know what I'm saying? But I got this spirit on me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know? Hey. But again, you got the feminized, castrated, panty wearing so-called brews out there. You live by the sword, you're gonna die by the sword. Yeah, that's what they be saying. That's my kids back there. Y'all do y'all homework. Y'all laughing at daddy. All right? That's my studio audience. Anyway, but that's what they be saying. Okay. You're going to die by one of these crazy fool sword if you don't prepare yourself. All right? We got to keep it 100 out here, man. These people crazy. This is a religion. All right, real fast, because I don't want to get too far off topic. Okay. Yeah, and he not going to get impeached. They don't impeach nobody. Anyway, but I wouldn't be shocked, man. Brother Shaul, I wouldn't be shocked if he did get impeached. It's like all this crazy stuff happening. It'd be so biblical prophecy. You know, but folks, it's crazy right now. And even if he don't get impeached and they put a Democrat in office, Biden, I'm gonna just wait till I get to the article and show you. Because I've been telling y'all brews, man, sell your garments and get a sword. What does that mean? If you broke, dude, go get a job at Burger King part-time on top of what else you're doing so you can make $600 so you can go get you a daggone gun. Okay? Do that. Because when I show you what's going on, you're going to see why I'm saying to do that. All right? So let's go. Let's see what else we got here. Okay. Transformers are at it again. It says yet another Transformer reading to kids exposed for sex crimes, sexual crimes. This time it's prostitution. So they have these Transformers in libraries reading, and that's an advertisement. They have these Transformers reading to kids, you know, trying to push that crap on them. Dude. If you take a financial hit, keep your kids around you. All right? Keep your kids around you. All right? You do that. Don't stop messing with these folks. All right? All right, let's see. Let me fix this so it'll display. Boom. Okay. So again, and I need to say this too, man. I need to say this too. I'm going to put this up here. New Jersey bill to remove religion as reason to avoid vaccinating kids enrages parents at hearing. Okay? So they got a New Jersey bill, and they're going to force you to poison your kids. Listen, man. Listen, let me say something, man. Because this is something I'm seeing out here. Folks is missing me on something. All right? A lot of y'all, man, a lot of these people, man, ain't got no faith or whatever they want to call it. They not serious about this thing. That's why we're going to get into this lesson I'm going to be bringing out today. Go ahead. Yeah, that's why we're going to get into this lesson I'm getting ready to bring out today, man. How bad do you really want this? Like that dude, the hip hop preacher, that analogy he gave where it's like, you want this thing like you want to breathe. That people don't want it that bad. People don't really want to walk this book out. That's why, like down here, we're gonna turn it up. We're gonna see who really want it and really want to get out from under this thing. Not for some damn religious reason. It ain't no religious gobbledygook. Oh, so I could feel holy and all that. No. It's like the book is trying to show you, it's trying to lead you to damn safety. Don't you want to protect your family? Some of the stuff I see, people will get their damn feelings hurt and just run off, you know. And I ain't gonna get on that. Anyway, dude, do you see the writing on the wall? All this stuff I'm showing you. This thing's real. And you got, part of the problem is there's so much noise out there. There's so many silly ministries just doing a lot of the majority of what's out there in the Hebrew community is just Christianity. A bunch of sugar talk. Hey, I love your brother. Like, man, don't tell me you love me, dude. Show me. Let's see your footwork. I know I got some brothers down here in the Jacksonville, Florida straightway down here. Brothers and sisters that love me. I can tell by their footwork. You know? There's people in straightway I know love me. You know what I'm saying? They ain't said it. They just showed it. Period. I don't listen to gum bumping no more. Okay? It's about that action. If your footwork don't line up, bye. All right, check this out. Look at, I'm showing y'all the signs of the times on here. Look at this. Arizona dad accused of killing man who tried to enter teen daughter's restroom stall gets 8 years in prison, 8-year prison term. Hey, I would serve that proudly. That's all I gotta say. I hope y'all understand that. You know, these people is freak show. So, hey, look, if you gonna let all these kooks, freaks, and weirdos go in the bathroom, then damn it, when my kids go in the bathroom, I'm gonna walk right in with them and I'm gonna stand guard at the stall just like that, looking at all them kooks, freaks, and weirdos like they're kooks, freaks, and weirdos. Okay, all right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. All right, here we go. This is what I was talking about right here. If it comes up, all right, look. Just showing y'all what's going down. Biden campaign releases new ad pledging to reinstate the assault weapons ban. Okay? I just read it right there. I don't watch television. It's probably already out. They're probably already saying it. I told you. If you need to get a second job at Burger King or McDonald's or any damn where, sweeping, mopping floors or whatever to make $500-600 extra, do it and get you a weapon. If you ain't got a handgun, there's no excuse for you not getting a damn weapon. Go get a damn job doing something. Burger King's always hiring. Work it for a couple months so you could get you some damn weapons. Don't you see all this stuff that's on the horizon? And you sitting around, you got to protect your family, man. A lot of y'all, I'm telling you, if the power went out for 4 days, your whole family would be in danger. Shoot. We can ready to stock up on ammo here. And let me tell y'all this. Academy. I know here in Jacksonville, we getting ready to get it popping. Academy has a deal on 223 and 9mm ammo that we get ready to capitalize on this week, because it ends in a couple days. So I'm getting ready to mobilize the Mishpachah, and we're gonna get on this ammo thing. We're gonna stock up as a community. You know what I'm saying? I hope I'm allowed to say that on social media. You know, they'll get mad if you do anything. All right. So we're going to keep it moving with these. Got a couple more. You can't make this stuff up. Look at this stuff, man. Obama says women are indisputably better at leading. And you wonder why y'all men, you wonder why you're running around, you can't figure out how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You wonder, like, it's like the low-key feminist push. And it's just, he's satanic. You know, they worship Obama as God. And this dude is literally pushing Satan's agenda. Okay? All right. All right, let's see what else we got. Police. Here we go again. Dude, I'm telling you. We keeping this thing like Pastor Dow been telling y'all, get weapons. Look, police have no duty to protect you. Federal court affirms yet again. They're not there to protect you. They're there to protect property. I'm telling you. Yeah, now this, you're going to have to just go read it for yourself. All the information is right up there on the screen. Go read the article yourself. They are not there to protect you. And you got people there steadily, man, they don't even want to mess with Michael Israel because he's pro-gun, and those evil guns are sinful. That gun is sinful. Not the nut that's demonically possessed running around with it. I'm telling you, protect yourself, protect your family, protect your community. I'm trying to show y'all the writing is all on the wall, and nobody, Straightway is the only ministry he passed it out. They're the only ones telling you, prepare, prepare, prepare. Everybody else telling you, we are Abraham's bosom. My little ministry over here, as long as you're giving it money, it's Abraham's bosom. This is the safe place. Just give us money. While we sitting here screaming, get your house in order. Protect yourself. I'm telling you, man. And we're showing you the signs. It's everywhere. Okay? All right, let's see. Here we go again. Oprah, black man hater, says The Game, that's that rapper, investigates why Oprah seemingly targets black men or black predators, not whites. Because see what happened, she took a picture, and it's cool with Harvey Weinstein, but yet she'll attack, you know, she hates men. And she's done a lot to, I'm telling you, like one of the worst movies with the heaviest programming is that movie Color of Purple. I have to do a show on that. People have no idea the subliminals in there. Just kind of downing black men and showing them as trash and upping the slave master and all that. As a good guy and all that. And I heard that was the same thing with that other movie that just came out, Harriet Tubman or something. All right, very lastly, okay? I'm going to show you this. Video shows teenage girl kidnapped in front of her mom in the Bronx. Listen, man. If you ain't got weapons on drip, ready to be deployed immediately, then I'm telling you, you're a target. And let me tell you this. I don't know if it was Pastor Dow or somebody out there. Somebody out there was saying that, you know, when they put two and two together, I don't know where I was watching that, but check this out. A lot of black girls have gone missing, and guess what's right around the corner? Guess what the new hot thing they're pushing real hard right now is? Transformers being able to have babies. And what do they need? They need female reproductive organs, the internals. Why you think they kidnapping these girls like this? They're taking their organs out. Their reproductive stuff. It's not a game, y'all. This thing is no joke. I'm telling you, man. Y'all gotta get out of these silly ministries they got out here, man. You can't make this stuff up. I'm talking real talk here, man. Somebody put they need our wounds. They need your wounds. Why you think these kids going? I'm telling you, right up the street from right here where I live, they kidnapped some kids. Boy, hey, y'all be ready, man. I ain't gonna put nothing on here to incriminate with what happened to somebody. I don't even like people coming up my driveway unannounced. I think they get scared, you know. Anyway, I ain't gonna go into that. All right, so what we gonna do now? Y'all here. All right. So what we're gonna do now? We're gonna get into the lesson. All right. I'm showing y'all what's going on, and I'm gonna do this every show. I'm pushing y'all, man. If your ministry, if your assembly, if you're moron or your bishop bubblegum, if he not talking about this, leave, run. And I'm telling you, nobody, find people out there that's even mentioning this stuff to you and trying to prepare you and trying to help you and people coming together. You need family out here. That's what we talking about. You need people with their minds right that you could come together with as family. This ain't the time to be running out there trying to do what the world's doing and getting beguiled by the glitz and all the other good stuff. This is time to be getting your damn self together, your mind and your family and everything else. Sister June put a good statement. She said, the world is very, very dark. Yep. In a light way. It's like this light, like people being drawn to this darkness like it's light. And they don't realize what they got or what's in front of them. You know what I'm saying? They don't realize what's, you know, you beat this drum, you showing people the signs of the times, they missing it, dude. Hey, easy come, easy go. As for me and my house. All right, let's go. What we gonna do? All right, so I'm gonna get into this lesson, man. And I'm not gonna. It's like, dude, I watch people who I be saying it all the time, man. They are like scriptural scholars with this Bible. I mean, they dang near got the thing memorized, and they and don't even understand the basics of what they're reading. So what we're gonna do, man, we're gonna go through some things. What I wrote here is using the Bible to change. All right. And so if you're wrestling with stuff, whether it's a lack of identity, when I say identity, like you seen what I posted from Obama. That's kind of the agenda. Like he got his finger on what people want to hear. Tickling ears. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, something like that, you know, what he said is why a lot of our men don't know who they are. They marginalize, like a father, having a father is like, they act like it's not that big a deal, and it's damn near the only thing that matters is like having a father to give you identity. So you got a lot of men walking around. I actually got some lessons I'm working on here. Titled "The Importance of a Father: What You Are Missing." The missing manhood. Fatherless men and manless men. I'm working on a bunch of lessons because, like, I was talking to some brothers some of our brothers right here at Straightway Jacksonville. I'm sorry, Straightway Florida here. we were talking, and I was just talking about how all the way up to the age of 26, how I was. You know what I'm saying? I had a father, and I still do, and he helped make me a man. But there was some stuff that I didn't really get, some key stuff. But it was kind of the Most High's purpose, because what it did is it helped me be able to see and relate to men who had no fathers and men who had fathers. So I was kind of in between. And I was telling them what it's like going through life when you don't know, when you're not a real man. It's like walking through a minefield, and you watch other people just navigate through the minefield, and you don't realize they have a map. So they just walk through the minefield. They don't step on any mine. So you try to walk through the minefield like they did, and your first step, boom, you step on a mine. This is the life of a manless man. Then you're like, well, maybe they made it through there because they had a bebop to their step. So you try to do that. Boom, you step on a mine. Well, maybe they were able to make it through there because they were looking up. So you're trying to figure out what the essence of being a man is going through life, and you're getting in relationships, you're struggling at work, you're having issues. You know, everything's a struggle going through life, okay? So you just trying to figure this thing out, and you just constantly stepping on minefields in every area of your life. When it comes to dealing, like me, I struggled at my job in the Air Force. I struggled with the authority there. I struggled in friendships. I struggled in relationships. Struggle in everything when you don't know what it means to be a man. Or even, and same thing for women, when you don't know what it is to be a woman and who you are, basically. And having a real father in your life or in a family gives you that identity of who you are and how to function and all that stuff like that. Okay? So, that's how we are as a people. It's widespread. So where do you get that fathering? You get it from the Word. It's all in the Bible. The Most High is your Father. So if you know how to use the Bible to bring change, you will get that. You will get that man, the man, the fathering you never got. Okay? All right? So here we go. So what I'm going into is how to bring that. So what you got to. So I'll just go on through what I'm gonna bring out. I put, you must read stuff that is relevant to your situation. A lot of people study the Bible, and what they're doing is they're studying stuff that's not even relevant to their situation. In the Hebrew community, it's full of irrelevant information to what you got going on in your life. That's why in this so-called Hebrew awakening, most people are still in the same screwed up economic position and situation. Their relationships still jacked up. They jacked up. Their life still the same disaster. They just understand some history information. Because that's the bulk of what's out there. Nothing to challenge you, nothing to help you really get where the book really wants you to be. Okay? That's why I formed Spiritual Combat, because I didn't see anybody teaching anything spiritual in the Hebrew community. Most of these assemblies and ministries and mores out here and all this crap, it's about them. It's about them showing off how much junk they done studied and put together, and them taking your damn money. All right? So I put in the Hebrew community, I said the Hebrew community, or the so-called Hebrew community, because that's what they call themselves. The Hebrew community is full of non-relevant content, not much spiritual teaching. What's the problem? Y'all get to work, all right? Okay? So the first step is you need to figure out what's going on with you, all right? And the way you can the way you can figure that out is get your book. Get your book like, hold on. Get your book like this. And don't tear any pages out and work in it. All right? So the best way you can figure that out is look at your life. Like, for instance, me, the biggest, by the time, when I turned 26, I got that fed up with my life. And I wanted change like I wanted to breathe. That's how bad I want it. Most of these people don't really want to change, dude. Most of these people ain't fed up with themselves like I was fed up with myself at the age of 26. At the age of 26, I was so fed up with my life situation that I wanted change. I wanted to get myself right like I wanted to breathe. Okay? That's how bad I wanted it. All right? So I started with the biggest problem, and that the biggest issue in my life was dealing with women. It was relationships. That was the first biggest problem. And then a distant second of that was my job life, like, and dealing with authority. That was another big one, but it paled in comparison to that. So I went after that like it was air, okay? I look out there in the Hebrew community now. I look out there with a lot of people out there, and they don't want it like that. So anyway, if you ignore your thoughts too long, so if you go too long without looking at what's going on in your life, which pride stops you from doing that, like that thing that spirit that can come on you where you just like, oh no, I'm fine, it's them. Yet everything out there is showing that you're the issue. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that saying, the common denominator in all the issues in your life is you. Well, that was my situation. Like I was going from relationship to relationship with women, and it kept turning out the same, and I kept saying it was them. But I was like, wait, but I'm the issue. I'm the common, like in every issue I got, I'm the one. You understand? So that's what's going on. So I began to look at what's going on in my head and what's going on in my life. And I couldn't really see what was going on in my head. So I had to look at, hey, I keep having these patterns. And I just started searching and searching and searching. And initially, it was just garbage. I wasn't finding nothing. Then eventually, I began to find half-truths and relevant information. As I progressed, I began to find heavier and heavier truths till it brought me back to the Word of God. And then I was like, whoo, this stuff is 150 proof. All right? But I began to learn to watch the thoughts that were going on in my mind, what was popping into my head. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta once you've identified what the issue is, and then now you know what to focus on in the areas you need to be focusing in the Word. So, like me, you know, by the time I came back to the Word, it was me struggling with authority, or with my like supervision at work and my coworkers. Well, what I do now, I treat my coworkers and my boss as my boss. You know, I give my boss a lot of respect, my supervisor a lot of respect, and my coworkers a lot of respect, especially the ones that's older than me. If they ask me to do something, I do it like they my supervisor. Now, if I see they're trying to lord over me because because they're insecure and they don't have any identity, and they get their little feel of authority by bossing somebody around, I know how to deal with that too. Because I'm developed in the area I need to be developed in. I know how to deal with stuff like that. But like with my coworkers, I look to serve them. That's the mark of high level spiritual development, being able to do that. And in doing that, I don't do nearly, I ain't gonna put that out there. I'll tell y'all that another time. But you don't work as hard. I'll just put it to you like that. But I do work, you know. All right. We must know the programming combination. All right, so I said we must know the programming combination. What do I mean by that? What I'm telling you is once you've identified specifically what you got going on, you have to. And I'm gonna elaborate because all this stuff I'm saying. So I seen somebody put you got to have faith. You got to forgive people, repentance, clean your hearts. Okay, so let's go in. Let's break what I just said down because literally what I'm saying are those words. Because repentance ain't just saying, oh, my bad, I forgive, I let it go. Repentance is actually changing what you got going on. Okay, it's an action. It's not talk. Okay, cleansing your heart is doing is this process that I'm breaking down into action steps is actually the process of cleaning your heart, or otherwise known as getting your mind right, otherwise known as using the Bible to change. This is literally cleaning your heart. Okay, so we're breaking this down and articulating what the actual action steps of doing this, so people aren't just kind of, well, you got to repent, you got to cleanse your heart, and you're like, well, what does that mean? And a lot of people jump into mental ascension on when those terms are brought out. All right, so move forward. So Shalom Ak Mikael Gabar, the gladiator. All right, so let's move forward. So now we're getting into where the rubber meets the road, and I think this is where a lot of people. This is one of the areas where people end up not changing, because this is literally how the change happens. I put programming yourself. No matter what you do, you're always being programmed. Okay, something's always programming your mind. The Most High has given us the ability to determine what we want to program ourselves with. If you're not actively and consciously and willfully putting something into and controlling what goes in, then you're going in the wrong direction. And this is why a lot of people, you just see them, they in there just running it, they just talking and saying all these holy words, but nothing's happening in their life, and their life's a disaster. You got to immerse yourself in the truth, in the biblical solution. One of the ways I did this is I had an alarm clock that one morning it went off and it had some weak R&B song on, and I realized that song just started my day off terribly, in a weak, emasculated, castrated, feeling sorry for yourself way. So what I did, I looked at the little phone radio I had, and I realized I could put a CD in, and that could start my day every day. So what I did, I got that CD, and I put encouraging content on it, and for the next year or so, I woke up to that. And it wasn't 6 months later, I had met my wife. Real talk, yeah. So, no, not 6 months later. About a year and a half later, I met my wife. I'm keeping 100 with you. But I did that. So literally, my alarm was encouraging stuff. I'd listen to the audio Bible while I was driving in the car on the way to work. While I'm at work and I'm on the job and nobody's around me, I'm listening to the Bible or biblical lessons pertinent to what I'm dealing with. Not just any old crap, but lessons specifically on what I'm dealing with. All right? When I'm at home relaxing, I'm watching biblical lessons or content related to what I'm dealing with. I'm literally immersed in this. I done cut weak ass people out of my life. I'm not around them. I'm not talking to them. I'm not dealing with them. Okay? When I was watching movies, because I was shedding a feminine mindset and taking on a masculine mindset. The only movies I would watch were masculine movies that showed men in masculine positions exuding masculine behavior. I literally immersed myself in it, and literally within a couple days I could feel a different thought pattern coming in my mind, a more encouraging, strengthening thought process. It's literally that simple. But people pay lip service, oh, I want to change, but then they go right back to the crap they've been programming themselves with, or the people they've been programming themselves with. I don't be around. At that time, I wasn't dealing with no weak people. I cut them up out my life. All right? But again, most people don't want this thing like they want to breathe. They just kind of want to tiptoe through the tulips with it. I put here, keeping your mind right by walking a serious walk, by navigating the minefield. So what I wrote here is, again, and I went into it a little, I cut out people, places, and things that were contrary to what I was trying to do. Again, people don't want this thing like they want to breathe. They don't want it that bad. They're not willing to do all that. They just kind of want it easy. And that's why I don't deal with weak people like that. That's why a lot of people don't change. Faith. Most people don't want it like they want to breathe. And I wrote here, do you mean what you say? You know, that's what I put there. All right. And again, what you're going to see is... again, what you will see, like I understand, I see Sparta McLean. A lot of this stuff, people will throw this stuff out there, but they won't elaborate on it. This is why there's not a lot of change, because they throw vague, kind of wiggle room friendly statements and terms out there, but they don't elaborate on it. So they throw out be an olive tree that bear fruit. We broke all that stuff down to a minute, all these terms now you can relate to what I just said. So when you hear them, you're like, oh, that's what they mean by that. So where he wrote here, be an olive tree, bear fruit, follow him, eventually you will be like him. Okay? Start eating his words and live. You see what I'm saying? So all these statements, what you just got here is how to literally, these are the most basic action steps to walk this thing out. And it's going to help you, because if you don't see it or see people doing it, you already know why they're getting what they get. You already know why they're getting the result they've been getting for years. Okay? Because you got to really go after this thing and really, you know what I'm saying, get after it. And it's not, as you can see by the lesson, it's really not that that complicated. Okay, I'm going to have to check that out. All right, so y'all got any questions, comments, concerns on there? Let me see. Perfect. All right. Yeah. All right. So yeah, he posted, my sheep hear my voice. So a lot of people, what I just laid out, some people, it's going to be like, oh, all right, I get it. And other people are going to be like, oh, okay. You know, and they're going to make excuses. But we don't, Brother Joseph Fields, shalom. So yeah, so somebody put, I need to program positive thoughts. I get distracted by people with their problems. Hey, so let me say that. When you get this, when this clicks and you begin to get this understanding, you begin to walk this thing out, first thing you're going to begin to see is all these distractions. So you got to cut them off. And what they do, what the world try to do is shame you. Oh, you going to do your mama like that? Or we boys, we brothers. I'll die for you and all this stuff. And cut them off. Just cut them off and get your mind right. Yep, don't fall for them distractions because they're so subtle and deceptive. And guess who that is working? How did you figure out your purpose for the Most High's kingdom? What you literally got to do is, again, you got to begin looking at yourself and watching and seeing what's going on and watching your feelings, thoughts, and emotions. Like most people are just on autopilot. They just kind of cruise. They're like rudderless ships. They just cruise through life and let the they let the waves of life carry them where they must, and they're not, they're not looking at the thoughts that pop up in their head, how they're feeling. They're not looking at how they're feeling and why, and they're not paying attention to anything. It just kind of, and a lot. That's how a lot of people end up getting to the point where it turns into like depression or anxiety or some type of mental illness, which is really a demonic oppression or possession. Okay, let me say something else. The other big thing. This is one of the biggest things. Getting started with this, you got to be feeling good. Sometimes you're not eating right, or you might need something in your diet or something, or maybe a little exercise so you can feel better. So then you can work on this more effectively. Because if you're not feeling good, it's going to be hard to even want to have a desire to do this. So a lot of times you got to be feeling better. Okay? Let's see, they study you, so study them. I'm not sure about that. You need to study yourself. You don't need to study other people. People need to turn their focus into their mind. It said casting down all thoughts that exalt themselves against the knowledge of Yah. So you don't got time to study people. You study what's going on here. And why ask questions. Why does this thought keep popping up? Why does that thought keep popping up? You know what I'm saying? And in doing that, you waste time studying people. That's a distraction. In studying what's going on up in here and getting your mind right up in here, what's going to happen is you're going to end up increasing your discernment. Your discernment, like when you do the work on yourself, oh my goodness, it increase your discernment will be like a your discernment is gonna be like a telescope, like a microscope. You're gonna just pick up stuff. Oh, that's that, because you done dealt with it in yourself. So yeah, that's 100. So yeah, y'all. Let's see what we got. All right. So I'm just Koya put, if someone isn't following Yah, they are following Satan. There isn't a go-between. Yup. So somebody asked, could you be courted by someone who does not follow Yah wholeheartedly but knows Yah? Oh, could you be courted? I'm not sure what you mean by could you be courted by someone who does not follow wholeheartedly, but no. He said, if you love me, you'll keep my, if you know him, you're going to follow him. I mean, the Pope knows who God is, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what I'm saying, sis, if you, if there's no gray areas, there we go. You either about this life or you not. You know what I'm saying? Now some people like, and I've watched it with people I deal with in my life. You show them something, and then and you can watch their footwork, and you see as they slowly begin to comply with it at their pace. People have different paces, but then other people, you see other people, they just lazy as hell. Like, especially with what I said, you see other people, they low-key love Babylon. They low-key worship their emotions, and they're not going to put themselves in a position where they got to feel some type of way. Okay? So let's see what else y'all saying. Could you? Is hanging to yourself a bad thing? I am cordial with my coworkers, but I tend to be to myself because I can't relate. Is that bad, or I should help them slowly to get their mind right? At work, now me, I'm a social silly person at work. We have fun with each other. Like, I'm a flat earther, so I be talking about that there, and we be giving each other a hard time. I'm an Air Force guy. I was in the Air Force, but I work on a Navy base with all Navy people. So they harass me with that. So we banter a lot, joke around, talk. I'm social. Ideally, I prefer to be off by myself, you know. But they see me in school, so that I don't mind being around them. But what I try to do is get off to myself and listen to biblical stuff or stuff I'm trying to learn about to edify myself. So that's at work, you know. Now, concerning the saints, the straight way, what we're doing is, no, hell no, iron sharpens iron. You need family. You need a family out here that you can trust and be around, that you can lean on. Because this thing don't work being off by yourself. You need to get around people. And a strong mark of somebody who has done a lot, who has a high level of spiritual development, is they're able to productively be around other brothers and sisters, okay? You got a lot of these isolated Hebrews that's rogue. They off in some corner somewhere just doing videos, acting like they holy, and they wicked as hell. You look at Pastor Dow, he's a good model. I mean, the dude, I don't think he's ever by himself. He's constantly around tons of people. But that's because he's highly socially developed. That's a mark of a person of high spiritual development. Okay? All right, let me see. One of the most challenging things in life is social interactions. Understand that. All right, let's see what we got here. Could you... Yeah, no gray zones. Blessings to this one that walketh not in the counsel. Okay. Yeah, and the only way you're going to get 10 steps ahead is you got to know what's going on in your head. Period, point blank. Like, that's what the book, literally the whole book is telling you to get your mind right. You got to begin to look at what's going on. That's why pride is one of the worst things, because it blinds you. You cannot look at yourself. It's always everything else. Okay? All right, let's see what we got here. Proverbs 27:17. King James Version. Iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. That's big old facts 100. You know what I'm saying? So when you start seeing these kind of isolated social media keyboard Hebrews out here, you know, you already know. They up there saying, oh, I worship. They got some statement they be saying, oh, you know, I worship God on my own or something. They got all these terms and excuses they give for being rogue, being out the solo Rambo Hebrews out here. They I forget what it is. They got some term they say. He told you, forsake not the assembling. He said, gather yourselves together. And he don't mean just on the weekend for 4 hours. He talking about build, come together spiritually, socially, economically, all that. Oh, nation not desired, become a nation. So that you're not going to them. You see how this nation crumbling apart, killing each other. It's dangerous out there. And with me, if I can avoid being around these other nations, I'm going to do it in every way possible, all right? All right. So, yeah. So, it look like we hitting these questions good. Let me see if y'all got anything else. Yep. So, let's see what we got here. Touch one of mine on I will destroy everything you touch. I'm not sure what you're talking about. All right. What verse is that? I'm not sure. 10 and 10. I'm not sure, bro. All right. So let's see what we got over here. What y'all saying over here on YouTube? I mean on Facebook. Somebody put the verdict is we can't expect the oppressor's satanic public school system to educate properly because it is against us first, and it's self-destructive. And all they're trying to do is indoctrinate you. You know what I'm saying? That's all they're trying to do. They even got a math system, Common Core, that makes no sense. It's designed to turn you off from learning. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a mess. Sister Lena put Romans 12:2, and be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is the good and acceptable and perfect will of God. Yeah, Tupac, people quote Tupac. Tupac was wicked as heck too, though. He was deceived by Satan. He was way misled. That's why I don't quote nothing from him. I quote book. You know what I'm saying? I quoted yeah, we know Tupac was off. I mean, he was gone. But he was deceived, you know. But yeah, I did quote that hip hop preacher now because that statement was directly that the hip hop preacher, he said you gotta want it like you wanna breathe. That's faith, man. You gotta want this thing like you, or die for it. You know what I'm saying? And really go after it real hard. That's why a lot of people don't change, you know, because, you know, they don't want to get their minds, they don't want to look at themselves that bad. And that's what it's about. Uh-huh. All right, let's see what we got here. So y'all put a 100 up in here. If this lesson was down the middle, I'm going to let y'all do it. I'm going to give y'all a sec to do that real quick. If this lesson was hitting on it, put a 100 up in here if y'all could. And let's see what we got. All right. 100, that's right. Yep. 100 up in here. And if this was a blessing, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe. Yeah, hit that like button, the subscribe button, share button, whatever all that stuff is. Hit the notification button, because we're going to keep it 100. We're going to stay focused. We're going to stay on topic. We're going to, hey, we know what's up. All right? So that's that. I appreciate y'all tuning in. What I'm going to do now, for my very last, let's see, boom, boom, boom. All right. So, let's see. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. All right. We're going to take it out with my beloved Daoud, Unrelated. All right. That's my jam. And I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm Michael Israel. You watching Spiritual Combat. And we're going to take it out with the song from my man, Beloved Daoud, Unrelated. Shalom, y'all. Oh, hold on.
Family. Yeah. For real. Woo. Yeah. How you gonna say we relate when we can never relate? How you gonna say we relate when we can never relate? How you gonna say we related when we can never relate? How you gonna say we related when we can never relate? How you gonna say we related when we can never relate? How you gonna say we related when we can never relate? How you gonna say we related when we can never relate? How you gonna say we related when we can never relate? Who is my mother, my brother? They do the will of my father. I studied the law like a lawyer. Applying the law make it royal. The world is so overrated. I don't see what is the biggie. Everybody say they made it. Cut it, spin a couple pennies. Piece of who will give me plenty. Naked, he'll get a shit. You should learn how to look. Who the true, who the crook. If it's right while you're hiding, who would say it be a lie? Death is lurking, but I'm driving. Had to switch on the price. Nobody's playing somebody's. Hey, what's really going on? A pure soul in this body. Couldn't fit it in a clone. They say my face is like a stone. Tell them all I mean business. Everybody say you're wrong before they ever take a list. If it's yours, I don't want it. I don't touch it unless I own it. You should get it by your who. All that other stuff is phony. Lost religion, found a coach. No explain, watch me do it. Watch the fire, it'll roast. Grown man should've known it. How you gon' say we relate when we can never relate? How you gon' say we relate when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? How you gon' say we related when we can never relate? Never relate.